Welcome back to Bard College. We had last week off. If you were tuning into the end of last week's episode, you know where we were. So welcome back. When we last left the party, they had happened upon a small cottage inhabited by a diminutive older man who has a long history with Crystal Spear and the Red Knights. And he, after the party fought a time dragon that had travelled through the rift high in the sky, he was gracious enough to offer them shelter. Ren, as he is known, was seemingly part of a special kind of cell of Red Knights known as the Red Sparrow, or the Crimson Sparrows. Resigned to a life on the run, he is retreated to this halfway house, so to speak, between Crystal Spear and Draxmoor College. The journey to Draxmoor would have taken a day and a half if you were all on horseback, but the only surviving automaton that you got from Sean's livery was your clockwork warhorse. So it may take a little bit longer to get there, depending on what happens. But you all taking a night's rest in Ren's cottage. Is there anything anyone in particular would like to achieve in their long rest that they've not made clear, or anything anyone wants us to remind us of?
I do have one thing. I just wanted to use Dream.
Oh, okay.
As a method of contacting Manchun.
Okay.
Got some business with the CCC.
Okay.
I haven't thought deeply about the detail of how to communicate it, but basically what I'm trying to do is let him know about this situation with the Crimson Sparrows and Ren here, and just kind of maybe the dream is just a little bit of a recap of like our meeting last night and the conversation he's had, like a little, maybe like a foggy kind of look, spyglass look into the conversation we had in his cottage last night.
So you're reporting in to Manchun.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't resist the temptation when you cast Dream to roleplay it, so we're going to do that, if that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I start off with it. I just try and have a
Do you shape the dream, or do you enter a dream that's already going on?
I shape a creature's dreams. I have to choose a creature known to me as a target of the spell, and they have to be on the same plane of existence. So I don't know whether it'll work, but that's the description there.
Okay. Just double checking a few things. Yeah. Okay. So describe Manchun's dream to me. What kind of situation do you want to engineer in order to communicate this update?
I think it would be kind of, you know, like he'd be walking up to the cottage, but it's almost like instead of he's walking, it's like the scene is like moving into him, you know, like on tracks. And he'd maybe see Chronoclaxis flying overhead, and the sort of scar in the sky, the tear in the weave, and then would be kind of brought up to the door, and it's just kind of like a sneak-in look with kind of like foggy outside of this fire-lit conversation, which just more or less replays the significance part of the conversation that we had about the Crimson Sparrows and stuff.
Okay. Do you appear personally in the dream?
Yeah, like I would be there playing my own part as Red, and everyone else is doing their part, and it's like just as we were sat, as best as Red can obviously remember, earlier in the evening, the conversation that we had, just replaying it out.
Okay, make a history check for me. We'll just see how accurately you depict everything that's happened.
History. Ooh, 29.
You see Manchun observe this interaction like a ghost. Kind of walks through the living room, and he takes stock. And with a 29, you're able to furnish him with an obscene amount of detail. He takes a book off the shelf that you may have only saw the spine of in passing and reads it and kind of puts it back as he walks around Ren. He looms over Ren while he talks. And then you see him look over his shoulder out the window. You assume he's kind of looking for the time dragon that you depicted so well at the start of the dream. But it's not that. It's like I want you to make a perception check.
Okay. Well, that's just an 8.
He glances over his shoulder at, you're not sure what, but Manchun kind of loses his kind of mystique as he rushes over to the next window and looks out. He then goes to secure the door. This dream is so realistic with a history of 29 that it looks like he's fooled that he's been transported somewhere, like a demiplane, rather than in his dream. He goes to bar the door and he looks to you, and there's a silent exchange between you where it looks like Manchun is... he looks resigned to revealing something that he has kept secret from who knows how many people. This is a secretive individual who you've only known through the cowl and cloak of the CCC. But in that eye contact that you make with him, it's like he's about to own up to something. And he goes to bar the door. And before he can quite get there, the door flies off its hinges and just disappears. And then a figure lurches through the door, someone that had been hunting him, as Manchun kind of drops onto his arse, puts his hands out to break his fall, and he scoots back on his heels, shuffling back towards you. Ren replaying the conversation exactly as it was, not aware that he was there. And another shadowy figure bursts through the door, and then another, and then another, and another, until the room is filled with about somewhere between 12 and 18 exact copies of Manchun. He holds out his left hand, which is clad in this strange gauntlet. And they all dive towards it in unison in an attempt to wrest it from his grip. But as soon as they touch the gauntlet, you wake from the dream?
Probably do my best to immediately try and mask any reaction. I'm rather like shocked. I'm going to try my best to mask that. I'm supposed to know what I was just doing.
Just make a deception check. We'll see how smooth Red is in the morning.
Okay, 21.
Oh, pretty smooth. I don't think anyone's passive insight is bigger than that. Or is Tilly's? Tilly's 22?
No, I don't think so. 20. Close though.
20. Oh, very close.
Oh, no, mine is 22.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I think Kirsty's been waiting to try and get Mia to notice something about Red for a while. So, yeah, you wake up in Ren's cottage. Mia, let's say you were up before Red and you've been watching her kind of toss and turn in her sleep. And as they wake up, you see this shock. You see I think you would see some of the spell components prepared that Red used before bed as well.
I love that one of them is a quill plucked from a sleeping bird.
Cool.
You've been
Part
going
of
around
CC training was to
torturing
pluck 12 sleeping turkeys.
Yeah.
She wakes up and I'm just like twiddling the quill.
Yeah, I'd love to see like your reaction, but just kind of not be like dismissive or try to further hide, but like that's it. Compose myself.
How did you sleep?
Good question. What time is it? I go over to the window, kind of confused on whether I got any sleep or not.
It's morning time. The sun is low in the sky, and you can see the daylight break through the canopy of the trees. It's like pine trees at this elevation. You can see dew on the window, condensation. Still early, maybe like 6:30 a.m.
Perfect opportunity then to kind of just take out the Blood of Lathander kind of amulet and expose it to the sunlight while I'm looking out of the window, sort of composing myself. Roll d6 plus 4 for 9 charges.
Yeah.
Any weird dreams?
Maybe. Maybe not.
I knew you did.
I always have weird dreams. Is that the least bit surprising to you?
Yeah, but dreams, and I'm twiddling the feather, where you go in. I've been awake for like an hour, and you've been tossing and turning that whole time and muttering and what's going on?
I think I was tossing and turning. You should have seen the other guy. Is anyone else like? Are other people sleeping? Like we have a little bit of.
It's up to them.
I would like Giselle to have woken up and read and carried on reading the manual quickness of action because she's got 47 hours to go over 6 days.
It's 6 days.
You're going to want to just chill at Ren's all day to read. Which you can if you want.
No, I can't do that. I have to just get it in when I've got the time. Does it reset if I don't get it within the 6 days?
Yeah, there needs to be some dedication. It's not just something like you keep on your coffee table and just kind of dip into when you've got 5 minutes.
Maybe closer to the deadline, Giselle will wander off. But she'd like to get a couple of hours in, if possible.
Yeah, sure. Let's say you're in a separate room engrossed in the book.
Okay. And before she did that, she just checked her own book to see if Camoon... Well, first of all, be shocked by what she wrote, and then just check whether there's anything in response to that. Because she can't remember doing it.
It were you are the one who sent the letter last, right?
Yeah, it would just say, no, you can now call me Queen Giselle. And then it was ...
Yeah, that was just from last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it probably takes a little bit longer. Remember, that was Camoon's idea, that he didn't just want instant communication; he wanted it to take its time. But yeah, so nothing in your diary, unfortunately.
Picks up the other book and reads it.
Mm-hmm. What about Tilly?
I think she would wake up, but she would go straight for the preparing the breakfast kind of thing. I think she'd want to have a word with our host.
Okay.
Ren.
Sure.
So she'd be like, she'd take some of her like spices and some of the things she has in her alchemy jug to get some honey and prep some sort of fry up with sweet elements with his permissions on the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an early riser as well. But when you go into his kitchen, you can pretty much see that he survives on a diet of tobacco and coffee.
Oh, okay. You're one of them.
Hey, sure, if you can find your way around. I don't keep much stored away these days, but
I can see that. You know, it's not really good for your health. This type of diet. You should.
I know a priest comes through these parts can cast greater restoration better than you can say your prayers before you go to bed.
Is that how you've been surviving? Just killing your liver and your kidneys and then doing greater restoration from time to time too?
He lets out like a horrible smoker's cough. You be the judge.
Right. The problem is like, I don't mind smoking. It's just you have to moderate yourself. You can't do this too regularly or. Well, look, I'll make you a breakfast, but I wanted to quickly ask you. You've been here for like a long time by yourself, right? You're a pretty lonely person. Would you call yourself that?
I would say that people who say they're lonely probably got unfulfilled business, unfinished business, things that they feel like they need to do, something missing from their life. Ain't nothing missing from my life.
Well, I mean, sure, that sounds great, and maybe you are so fulfilled. But I was hoping you could do me a favor. Honestly. I know
ain't doing your laundry.
I know we've just met last night, but you've hosted us and you've been very accommodating. You gave us a story, and I also have this feel for people when I know they're on the good side, and I think you are. Look, I got this one with me, and she pulls out the puppy, Humphrey, and we had a little bit of a magical accident. He was a grown-up dog, if you believe such a thing. And then after a little magical mishap, he's a little puppy. And where we usually go is very, very dangerous. And, well, I need someone to take care of him for me. And I was hoping you could maybe take him in. What do you think?
Make a persuasion check. tell me what the result is, if you will.
Okay, 12.
Listen, I sympathize. You took on a pet. Maybe somebody got it for you for some occasion. And you've realized that it's just going to be too much work. Well, if I was going to just let you off the hook, you won't be learning no lessons about overstepping your boundaries or taking on too much responsibility. And somewhere down the line, you'd take on something bigger, like a displacer beast or a basilisk. And then, well,
Sounds like you're speaking from experience, which is kind of weird.
well, let's just say that I've taken on more than one or two contracts where wild beasts have outgrown their masters who didn't give them too much time or attention. And I'd be going back on the oath I swore to myself that I would not take on a pet unless I was truly ready. Maybe one day in the future. But I could watch him for you till you come back.
Okay, that sounds like a really good deal. Would you like me to leave you some money for the food, or
I'd appreciate
I'd be happy
that.
to. Yeah,
Just be
sure.
aware that if you do not come back this way, I'm pretty adept at finding people.
That almost sounds like a promise. I am in. Here, I'll leave you 50 gold. Should be enough for quite a while.
50 gold? How long are you going to leave for? Like 10 years?
I also feel like, you could pamper him a bit, buy him some good stuff, and toys and
I'll be building an outhouse
jungle
with this
gym.
extra money.
I've got all this money and I have nothing to do with it, honestly. We just go everywhere and then we get like loads of gold for some reason. And we're going to hell, so might not come back. That's why I want somebody to. I get it. I understand. It's a big responsibility. I'm not shying away from it. I just need him to be safe. He almost died yesterday, and it would break me if that happened.
I understand. 50 gold is plenty enough to keep this guy safe until you come back. Remind me of his name?
Humphrey.
Humphrey. Huh.
It's a very good dog.
I'm just going to get Ren to make an animal handling check, which is a +2 to this roll, which I'll just do publicly. Why not?
Not bad.
Hey, yeah, not bad. He kind of scoops up Humphrey and gives him a belly rub and then goes to bottle feed him again.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Red and
I'm
Mia.
just gonna need to nip down. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
that's fine. That's fine.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Red and Mia are carrying on this conversation.
We're not taking a break.
Not at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, we can carry on. We're very jumbled in these windows that our viewers will be able to see as like knocked us out of alignment. But
I mean, we can pause it if you want until he comes back.
No, we can carry on. We can still poke our heads up. If they're like in the kitchen and Giselle's kind of in the other room and stuff, then just go to one side and whisper and just kind of like snatch the quill back and be like, "What do you know?"
No. That you appear to be fighting something by yourself, or doing something by yourself, but I think it seems like a battle. And I think you know that we're stronger when we're together, but you're not sharing this one, and I want to know why.
kind of jostle and play with my amulet of protection against detection. Didn't you ever meet a fellow called Manchun quite a while ago?
Think so. He with Lucian Broadgrove? Were you there?
I was very briefly involved in that. I guess we could say that I became furthermore involved with Manchun a little bit later.
In what way are you safe?
I'm safe from a lot of things thanks to being in contact with Manchun, I think. But, and goes without saying, you can't just be sharing this information.
Of course.
On any kind of whim. But he's, as you probably gathered, a very clandestine kind of chap. And, well, he has some intervention in Crystal Spear from behind very tightly closed doors. Let's just put it that way.
While this has been happening, folks, I'd like you to make wisdom saving throws. Oh, in fact, you don't need to, Red, just me.
Ooh, okay.
Can I ask if it is a magical effect?
Yes, it is.
25.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So he's providing some form of protection for you?
Just sorry to interrupt. Just as this is going on, I don't want to meta game. Not that I necessarily know what's happening anyway, but as I'm just kind of studying my amulet of proof against detection, do I become in any way aware of any type of like attempt to be detected or anything like that?
You do not.
Okay. I'm still paranoid enough to say, try to respond as cryptically or as vaguely as you can. It's not that I'm specifically protected, but I was assisted by this gentleman in trying to achieve the goals that I have, which I'm more publicly aware of, to further the illumination of Lathander's light and to go after the curator at some point, hopefully not too soon. And I felt like that was too big a job to be able to do alone. And with a lot of skills and the history that I've had in Grave Assembly, and the abilities that I've had as a devotee of the Dawn Lord, Manchun decided that I could be of great use in intervening with the development, I don't know, political web, power vacuum of Crystal Spear. I'm being totally honest, I lose track all the fucking time of what I'm supposed to actually do. I'm just supposed to stay quiet and report back information that's useful about behind the scenes goings on in Crystal Spear. And Manchun and some of his friends see to it that things don't spiral out of control or power doesn't fall into the wrong hands and that sort of thing.
Okay. The gentleman and his friends. Do we know, or are we aware of any of their friends?
The others, I doubt you've bumped into. You probably have mentioned it.
Okay. And do they form, or are they part of an organization around Crystal Spear that I have heard of?
Do you ever meet that bard? What was his name? As a player, I'm actually drawing a blank on.
It's Maxilis.
Was by the name of Max.
Briefly, I knew him.
Let's just say he was.
Oh my! And you work for them?
Contracted, roped in.
And then your dream, it wasn't like you were kind of puppeteering something. It was like something had a hold of you.
Yeah, that bit got weird.
Can you tell me or no?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know how I can shape things, and I've used that to communicate things to people, to you. There was an element of that control falling away from me, and it was like, well, it was like his fears and shadows that were following him kind of found their way in. Didn't have control over them, and they neither did he. He was being chased down by himself dozens of times over, just like with Tisha and Freddie. And he was scared. And he had something that the others don't have. It's something powerful that he wields, and they all wanted it.
Do you know what it is?
I know what it is, but I don't exactly know what it is. I don't know what exactly it does. I mean, it's kind of like these trinkets, you know, like show like the blood of Lathander and like wave over your scepter and stuff.
So, thank you for telling me. Something's been different. Can we help?
Best help you could probably give would be to try not to get involved in the nicest way possible. Not something I'm supposed to be sharing with others, and I definitely don't have the kind of authority that Max did to rope anyone else in.
Well, a problem shared is a problem halved, right? Maybe it helps just to talk about it, and you can talk to me if you need to.
Yeah, you know, I can be chatty from time to time, but it doesn't feel like it's me in danger about it. I mean, it's been pretty fruitful for both parties concerned, for the most part, so far, and it's nice to have certain connections, especially someone that can hand wave over a lot of my history.
Do they know where you are now? Do they know what you're doing?
I don't think so. He's powerful, and so are the others. But I think this thing still works. But can't say the same for you if you don't have the same type of protection.
I gave it to my dad, to Madani, before he left.
Yeah, and then I finger teleported him out of this plane of existence.
We worked together. It was teamwork.
At that point, the door to your room flies open without knocking. Ren says, speaking of teamwork, me and that little halfling seem to have put together something resembling breakfast.
Yes.
I'm sorry, the walls are pretty thin. Didn't mean to intrude. But I could tell you're both awake.
The teamwork.
Yes.
Teamwork we were discussing around the breakfast. You heard it. You heard it here first. That's what we were talking
Red
about.
And blue. I don't give a shit what you were talking about. Just come and get some eating. You can, given that the food would have been mostly constructed from the communal supplies you brought with you and not the tobacco and coffee that's here, you can all remove a ration.
Do a long rest.
Yeah, and do a long rest.
How many rations do you remember did we buy before we set off? Because I did add them, but I already had some. But then I kind of feel like, I'm just going to put it back down to only what we bought because I don't feel like I would have been wandering around with rations the entire time. Like, take them out of my inventory. There we go. 2 left.
So you take in a small but sufficient morning meal. You hit as you're kind of taking in your food. Probably Giselle's just reading the final chapter of the book, the page that she's on. You just hear this like grinding of metal, kind of like a squeaky gate in the wind, just periodically.
What is that noise?
You can all make a perception check.
Oh, wrong
one. Yeah. Mia and Red kind of maybe still a bit kind of alert and paranoid from the conversation just having. You look straight out the window and the Clockwork Warhorse is like still pretty damaged, but kind of walking around outside.
Poor
guy.
They put some oil on that. Is you think like my alchemy jug can make cooking oil? Do you think that would be okay for like its joints?
I don't think anyone would have any idea.
All right, I can make a quart of an oil. So, Fred, if you oughta sort out the horse squeaking.
I'm not touching that thing. I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's leave it in the fucking river. I hate that thing.
Will take the oil.
Is the warhorse the last one, the only one that's like operational?
Yeah. I'll take the oil.
Should have taken the weasel. Yeah.
Okay, Giselle, if you take the quart of oil to the warhorse, it kind of looks to you and just kind of scoots over. Yeah, it's damaged. But if you want to try and help it out, you need to make an intelligence check. With the oil, I'll give you advantage. Lucky.
Good for advantage.
We had the advantage. Otherwise, that warhorse was toast. Yeah, you. I'm going to say you take with a 19 about 30 minutes of time, just like finding all the different joints and oiling them as best you can. It's not the oil isn't as persistent as like engine oil or anything like that, but it doesn't hurt. Unless anyone, but what you would see, Giselle, is that even though you've kind of make it stop squeaking, it is in need of some repairs. So if it's going to survive the journey, not only to Draxmoor but back, you will probably need to get it attended to by someone of a mechanical inclination.
What do we think, team? Do we think we can go on without? And I can just send this back with a note.
Will it go back on its own?
Apologies, Time Dragon.
Will it find its way back? I mean, is it that smart?
We can control it with these rings, right? But then
yeah.
What's in the? We need to look at the small print of the deal that we made. How much are we gonna pay for the ones we destroyed? Well, we didn't destroy it, but that's how it's gonna look like. Oh, maybe we should just bury it in the garden. Forget about ever existing. Just never come back to that guy ever again.
Life in the horse yet.
I will say that you can choose to send the horse up to 2 miles away to a destination that it knows. You're further away than that from Sean's livery. But you can only do that by wearing the ring. If you take the ring off, the horse becomes completely unresponsive to your commands.
What if we just set him free? Back to the wilds that he was never intended for.
I think he'll get bullied.
No, it'll just stop. It'll just stop working, or yeah, poor thing. We could just leave it here, and then are we coming back? Like the plan is we go get this book, and then, well, I guess we're not gonna make this journey again because it's just boring. We can just back or teleport back, right?
Hey Ren, would you
what
want
are you talking about? You're gonna come back here and pick up this dog.
I will eventually, for sure, after the hell. So that will happen very soon, I promise.
What do you mean? You mean that robotic contraption I've seen out back?
I'm gonna take it for a spin.
Gonna try it out. Do you know anything about mechanical stuff?
Well, I once tracked down a gnome. He created a Rube Goldberg kind of dungeon contraption, and I had to read up on a lot of physics and other kinds of studying before I could actually access the prison which he'd made for himself. I suppose I could take a look.
I think I remember reading about that guy, but I believe it's pronounced Rube Noemberg.
I'm sorry, that's right, Rube Noemberg. You're smart. He's got a +4 to this roll. Nope. He takes he takes his coffee out and a cigarette and kind of inspects it from a comfortable 3-foot distance while he scratches his head. He doesn't know how to make head nor tail of it. So, what's the plan for today, folks?
How far? Go.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna ask. Is it still working enough to follow us, or? Yeah.
It's got 2 hit points left. It can move.
Okay.
Its movement speed is halved, I think. So it's 25 feet rather than 50 feet, I think.
So
or is it 30
just
rather
walks
than
with us, basically.
Yeah.
I think maybe it had 60, that one.
Yeah, so it's down to 30 feet now.
Yeah.
So it's just the same speed as you. Doesn't enhance your travel in any way.
Still You can still throw your backpacks on him and then just like have him tag along and.
Does he give away that he's there? Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Not
You
now you've
oiled
oiled him.
Can he
Hopefully
be
it'll
healed?
last.
Hopefully it'll last.
It can be healed with a mending spell.
Oh shit! I have that.
Oh well.
You're better than you thought with mechanics.
I do have that actually.
I think you did suggest it in the last session, and I should have given you a stronger hint anyway.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. This spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic to such object. Which, okay, so if it's dead, mending can't bring it back, but it should repair it. Okay.
So roll me.
I'm gonna try it.
Roll me 2d4 plus 4. Oh no, it's 2d4 plus 2. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So it would be
so it's
10.
So yeah, you restore it from 2 to 12 hit points.
But just touch it, some of it like legs, and and stitch the metal back. It's not pretty. It's not with any understanding of engineering.
Ren is like giving you vague instructions and encouragement from behind his coffee cup. And Giselle is assisting with a bit more oiling in certain places. But yeah, a couple more castings of mending over a few more minutes might get it back up to full health. Or you can let it crack on with its 12. I don't mind.
Well, if it's something we can keep doing, then there's no reason not to.
Yeah. So we'll
It's
just
a
say
cantrip, so
we'll just say you get the warhorse looking prime and ready for the rest of its journey. Well done.
Nice.
If we've spent a little bit more time doing that then, which, well, I guess me and Mia didn't really need to be involved with. I was just looking at a spell and I was wondering. So I've been reading up on teleportation circle, right? So I've got this spell now. And the components are rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold pieces. And I've got here a jade box. Is it a box? A chest? Jade box worth 80 gold. And I was wondering if Mir, with the jewelry things, is that a thing where you can powder down gems and then can we infuse it with ink? Because I've already got ink.
I can definitely powder it down.
You could
is that
remove
feasible?
the gems from the box and then powder them. Absolutely, yeah. It would take probably a short rest at least to do.
Yeah, we'll happily do that.
An hour. So you're having quite a leisurely morning of horse fixing and gem filing.
Horse fixing, yeah.
If he's at full health, what does that mean, that he can go full speed or no?
Yeah, he can, but there isn't enough of you. He can't carry all of you, so you are technically still slowed down.
I could be a unicorn, and someone could ride me.
Oh.
Hey, Robo Horse and Unicorn! Suddenly we've become a 90s anime cartoon.
Get there a bit faster.
What's your movement speed?
50.
50, okay. And if Tilly were to ride you, then your movement speed wouldn't be reduced.
Okay.
Yeah. And then can the warhorse take Giselle and Red?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Nice.
Cool. Okay then. So do you set off like that mid-morning after you've finished all of your preparations?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. If I remove this jade box then, which is worth 80, would that be like, could we say that would give me 50 gold piece worth of enough of the component?
That seems sensible to me.
I'll swap that around then. Cool.
Okay. So given that Giselle and Red are now on this construct warhorse and Mia in her unicorn form is riding with Tilly, who is leading the expedition? I'm going to say Mia you can't, because you can't give instructions as a unicorn, I don't think, unless you've got telepathy as a unicorn. So I think unicorns do have telepathy, but I can't be 100% sure.
Yes, I do have telepathy.
Oh, well, you can speak to Tilly while she's on your back, just in her mind. And she,
Amazing.
I
that's
can
fine.
help with getting us there.
So I was just choosing whether to discount you from the roles or not. It doesn't mean that you're definitely doing the leading. Is there anyone who wants to volunteer? It would probably be survival that would be the best.
I've got good survival.
Yeah.
Okay. I can try that. Hopefully, it won't roll another time dragon.
Let's roll a time dragon. Let's do it. So you've got on the horseback. You've got the best part of a day. It would have taken you more than that. You'd need to camp out, but you're probably, even though you're leaving mid-morning, if there's no problems and you have a clear shot, you probably get to Draxmoor by nightfall. So with an 18, that selects my roll table for me. So I want you to roll a d12 now, please.
One. That's got to be good.
Well, I think what we'll do is find out in just over 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we're going to take a short break. See you in a bit, guys.
In a few.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Hello, welcome back. We just took a short break while the party travels towards Draxmore College, and we had Tilly make our rolls for survival. So most of the day passes without incidents, and actually it is a really lovely trek. You go through like partially forested areas. Starts to get a little bit more hilly, but through kind of a plain, a meadow, minor forest, and then back onto a plain, and then it's really nice. And the fact that you're on horseback really just like it gives you that little bit more awareness and ability to take in the like beautiful scenery of Cerulea. You can see like beyond the hills that you're approaching, the very southern edge of Snaketail Jungle, but that's much higher up. So you can kind of get the impression that Draxmore is in just like the foothills before it gets a lot steeper and rockier and kind of more inaccessible. Let me just make a check. Hold on. That's the problem with roll tables, just takes a second. Oh God. Here we go. Let's do a little. Is it? Oh, this is gonna. Sorry, I just need to make sure it's silent. There we go. Always whisper. Thank you. And okay. Mia and Tilly. You are just ahead of the Clockwork Warhorse, and Mia, you begin to smell the unmistakable smell of blood. Tilly, you see small tracks in the ground from on top of Mia. It is hard to see what they are, but they seem to be walking or running in a very deliberate pattern.
Any recognition of the... Are they tracks, did you say?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean,
Like,
recognition? What are you doing?
Like what kind of creature it is?
Oh, you can, if Tilly disembarks, you can make a investigation check.
Yeah, I think I'll sort of like touch the side of your neck, and we can talk telepathically at that point. And she'll say, these tracks. I think I should take a closer look."
Yeah, I'll lower to the ground to let her off.
Just give me your unicorn stats, if you would. Just HP,
What do you
really,
want?
is all I need.
HP is 67. Can I check something?
Yeah.
About this form. So I know that if I go down to 0 hit points as a unicorn, then I turn into Mir also at 0 hit points.
Yeah.
But
Not
if
wild
I... Pardon?
It's not wild shape.
Yeah. But if I lose 20 hit points and then turn back, do I still have full hit points as Mir, or have I lost 20?
We will say that you lose 20.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Sorry. What? Yeah, the roll 20 is just being weird. Okay. So as Tilly disembarks, one of you could make a investigation, and the other could make a nature if you want.
Oof.
I can do nature.
Yeah.
My
My investigation is not going to be good, but
same here. So,
just give it a go.
nature seems like something I would do, and I'm not very good at it. Hey,
Just tell me what the
I rolled a 13 for investigation.
Yeah, I did 19 nature.
13 investigation. And 19 nature. For the 19 nature check, you find that these tracks are probably halfling, gnome, or goblin tracks. And it seems as though they were either like maybe they were riding like a warg or a direwolf. There is definitely like a bigger creature like with them. But that's all you can tell. With that investigation check, there may be some nearby, but you are not entirely sure. And this is as the warhorse comes up behind you, Red and Giselle, undoubtedly noticing that you've disembarked.
Telepathically, I'll tell them that something's up. Look at those tracks. Can you see or hear anything?
I would maybe, like tracking nature and stuff's definitely not my strong suit, but I can have a look, see if anything magical, because I'm thinking, what if there's an invisible little guy around here? I'd use detect magic.
Okay.
Which I think is only 30 feet.
Your detect magic throws up. Tell you. There is a faint aura of abjuration magic in this area.
There is, I can't see any creatures, but there is a little bit of magic going on here. Some protections, some abjuration, some barriers, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I share what I found about the tracks being maybe a half length, maybe.
Is somebody hiding? Doesn't want to be found.
Maybe somebody could be in trouble too.
The amount of...
Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say the amount of blood that we can see. Does it look like someone's in like dire trouble? Or
Make
just
a survival check or medicine check.
That's the amount of blood. Oof.
Oh,
I can make you re-roll that.
okay. $27.
With a 27, you track the footprints of one particular humanoid who seems to have been bleeding putting the information together, it seems as though a band of smaller people were giving chase to someone smaller who was bleeding in this area. And just as you realize that, Mia, what's your AC as a unicorn?
Ooh, good question. It's 12.
Okay. Then you, as a unicorn, you'd like bend down and kind of like look at this blood and these tracks, and you feel a crossbow bolt go into your neck. It seems to come from a slightly raised elevation. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
Okay, that's fine. So you take 18 piercing damage and 4 poison damage only. You are not poisoned. And at that point, folks, let me just get the turn order up. Hold on.
So that one on D12, that was not good. It was not good.
No, it was an ambush.
Damn it. Oh god damn it. Can we we don't have our tokens.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have tokens yet. You're not on the right map. Sorry, Roll20's changed everything. I had to basically relearn a new system to do with its maps. So we're gonna go here. Hopefully that'll work.
Giselle cast mage armor.
I guess you weren't making any checks then, so I can give you that. You weren't doing anything else. But yeah. Sorry, this would have been...
Which direction did it come from?
From here. So yeah, roll initiative if you would, please.
Woof.
Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, it's done. I don't know why it's done this. Please remember what you rolled.
Mm-hmm.
So it just sometimes just brings back stuff from the previous.
Can you believe this?
Wait,
4 of us rolled 15.
is this not something broken?
How is that insane? We all rolled 15.
Okay, you can add yourselves to the turn order, and then you can organize between yourselves who's got the most decks, or you can just choose who wants to go first. I don't mind.
That is so sick.
My dexterity is 12.
So yeah, mine's plus. Okay. So yeah, mine's 16.
14.
Giselle, what's yours?
Or what? My what?
Your
Dex.
dexterity.
17.
Okay, you go first. Then it's me. I think then Mir and Red at the end.
I can only see Giselle and Red and Unicorn. Sorry,
I rolled again to put in the turn order and got another 15 again.
Whoa. We
So
can
weird.
see your
The
rolls, Dan.
Oh, good. Good.
Not that we're looking.
I can't roll again. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I only
Oh,
see mine.
there it
Oh,
is.
yeah. Mine and Tilly's name in the turn order.
That's weird.
Oh, can you see the unicorn?
I can see them there. I don't see the names of them.
Yeah. So
Oh, that
okay,
sometimes happens.
I know. Hold on. Pow.
can't
That
see
should fix the
Red's-
unicorn. Is there anything else you can't see?
Red.
Red's name and Red's bar.
Yeah,
Health bar.
the same as Tilly. Yeah.
Okay. Should be fixed.
Mm-hmm. One more.
Yep.
Something else is missing for me. At the top.
Which one?
21.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's a friend.
Okay. So, yeah, the whatever is ambushing you rolled the highest initiative. So,
Yes,
yikes.
I think you would. Yeah, I think you would have to manually change us around. It would have been Giselle, Tilly, Unicorn, and Red.
Oh,
Where's
God.
By the
Leah?
way, you would have had some temp hit points this morning from the rest. 13.
Sweet.
13 for you guys.
Me.
All right, so everyone rolled 15. That's so weird.
That is weird.
So, we go again. I gonna get. Oh, sorry. Yes, Lucy?
I don't have Mia on mine.
I'm a unicorn.
Unicorn.
Sorry. Yeah.
Cool.
Like, where's she gone? Who's the unicorn?
She's just totally turned into a unicorn.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay. So.
Is that just like one goblin?
Oh, I need you to make. Oh, we'll do it this time instead. It's going to be the same. A 24 will hit you, Mia, in your unicorn form.
Mm.
I need you to take 15 piercing, 6 poison, and make a con save and a wisdom save.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do I have the effects of the purity spear while I'm in unicorn form?
Technically, yes, I think.
Okay. So I get advantage on both of these saves. So 24 and 29.
You're fine, other than the damage that you took.
Yep.
Okay. Now then. Hold on. Tilly, does a 23 hit you?
Oh, yes. Absolutely, it does.
19 piercing, 6 poison, and a constitution save. And a wisdom save.
Jesus. Okay, so let's take that damage first. 19 and 6, did you say?
Yeah.
So 25 altogether. Got it. So wisdom first. 17.
You're fine.
Okay, and con 16.
You're fine. You guys
Alright.
are all garbage to fail these.
Okay. But probably
okay.
if we do, it's going to be real bad.
Then we're going to this one. Red, does a 13 hit you?
I didn't actually say that I would have intended to do mage armor when I set off, but I didn't say that, so I don't think it would. No, I think that'd just hit.
Okay, then 19 piercing, 6 poison, a con, and a whiz save, please.
Any of the saves magic?
No.
What was it? 19, 6. Saves. Constitution? Oof, only 14.
Oh, you're okay, just.
Oh, okay. And then what was it? Wisdom. Oh my god.
You feel the cold iron of a crossbow bolt launch into your back from an unseen location. And as you look around trying to see where it's coming from, you see red goblinoid eyes in the trees, lots of them. You are frightened until the end of the goblin's next turn.
Okay.
So, hold on. You're going to get another shot, Red, but 21 will hit you.
Yeah.
Take 21 piercing and 6 poison.
Okay, I've got a bit of resistance to the poison. Just adding the one from before. So sorry, so half that to 3. What was the other damage, sorry, besides poison?
21 piercing.
21 piercing.
Yeah. Having rolled first on initiative, they're getting these sneak attacks are coming off. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, just checking something.
Did I have to make any more saves for that one?
The con save, sorry.
Just the con save.
Damn it.
Oh,
sorry, the cat is.
Oh,
Somebody wants attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Then. Hello.
oh.
Sorry, what's your con save there, John? 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Claude
Yeah.
should have an OnlyFans, really.
Her beard head rub.
Oh my god.
Giselle, incoming. Sorry, this turn's taking a while. Yeah, you said you cast Mage Armor. Does a 20?
Yes.
It does. Okay. So I need you to take 18 piercing and 8 poison. Make a con and a whiz save. Con just succeeds. Wisdom fails. So you look around and you see Red get hit with a couple of bolts, and you see the fear on her face, and it is transferred to yours as well. You don't know where this ambush is coming from, but you were not ready. You're having a lovely stroll through the countryside, and now it's all going wrong.
Am I frightened as well?
You are frightened till the end of the goblin's next turn. Okay, so as this ambush happens, you then hear snarling and grunting and the gnashing of teeth, but you can't tell where it's coming from exactly. Giselle, it is now your turn.
Yep. I don't know what frightened is. So I'm just going to do a net.
You've got disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see goblins, and you can't willingly move closer to them.
Okay. What kind of light are we in?
It's evening light, so maybe it's not quite dim, but it's getting there.
Okay. What can I do? Disadvantage ability and attack rolls. Okay, well I can still attack. It's just disadvantage. Okay. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. Any goblin I can see.
The two that attacked you are down here to the south west. So those are the ones you'd be able to see.
I've got 4. So
yeah.
Let's see what happens. 2 each if possible.
Yeah, disadvantage, no problem.
2, 3, 4. Not bad for disadvantage.
Not bad. They all hit. So
Real.
Just roll 4 sets of damage for me. So on the first goblin, we've got a 2 and a 6 force damage. Do you want to add Genie's Wrath to any of those?
No.
Okay.
I'll do it on the next one.
8. On the next goblin, you've got a 2 and a 7 plus so 15 damage in total.
With the 6?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you kind of lash out and send these eldritch tendrils blasting at the goblins within the trees. You hear them squawk as they ready another barrage of ranged attacks. Anything else you're doing?
I don't think so because I can't move in any direction where I think something is. So I'll stay put, and that's it.
Okay. Tilly, you can see the unicorn in front of you take a couple of hits.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. Okay, here's what Tilly's gonna do. So, I will walk towards the tree, towards this goblin here. And as I get close to the tree, I'll take my woodland stuff of the woodlands and look at the goblins and say, like, there is no need to fight. Oh, we mean you no harm. I'll show you that the nature is on our side. And I'll reach out the stuff of woodlands and touch the tree. I'm going to use 5 charges from it to cast Awaken on the tree. This is a super spell that I wanted to use for a while, since I bought the agate worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. So this is where this agate that I spent so much trying to find is coming from. I am going to make this tree and end or similar awakened thing, and have it help us in the fight.
Okay, so can you add an end?
Oh no, sorry. I just realized that I got so excited. I realized the casting time for this freaking thing is 8 hours.
Okay, cool.
But then does it stay after? Oh, okay. It's 30 days.
It stays forever. It's forever. 30 days or until your companions do anything. I am so not happy with me not reading the rules properly. But I'll forget about that.
Oh, you got to do that later for sure.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I will do that for sure.
Okay, so what are you going to do instead?
Let's just dish out a classic a healing spirit and put it on our unicorn.
Healing spirit.
Cast it on the 5th level. Yep, and it has 5 uses. It's taking effect at the start of the creature's turn.
Sorry, my Roll20 is messing up.
Sure.
Why is this happening? It seems just to be a bit slow. Hold on. Okay, so healing spirit. Where are you cast it? Like next to the unicorn?
Right in the unicorn space. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Hold on. Tilly, you should be able to control that now. You can add like tokens to it, the little dots, so you can see how many charges you've got left.
Absolutely. Done
cool.
that. That was a bonus action. I think I'm just gonna move sort of in the middle and take a dodge action for my main action. 12 will hover close to Giselle and give her help action on whatever the next thing she's going to do.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. Which could have been a lot better if it wasn't 8 hours casting time. That's ridiculous.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I've just added the Clockwork Warhorse to the initiative.
Right.
So I guess I don't know. I can't really put the tokens on top of it, but you guys didn't say you dismounted, so I don't think. So you kind of on the horse if you like. You can use our imaginations. Unicorn, Miracorn.
Okay, so when you start your turn, you get 14 hit points back.
14.
Mhm.
Amazing. I am gonna taking a lot of hits and not in my strongest form. I am going to use a bonus action to turn back into Mia.
Okay, hold on. Pow.
Pow! So I'm
just...
not on the initiative anymore. Do I need to like roll initiative?
Yeah, just roll it and I'll change it back to 15. Bear with me.
Okay.
Or add yourself to turn or whatever you do.
15.
Uh-huh.
And then I was... Oh,
yeah. You were here. Yeah, okay. I think that's right.
And...
So you missing hit points from...
Yes, I need to do some maths, but I haven't... Can I take my action and then sort my hit points out while the next person takes their turn?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope on everyone.
Okay.
I think everyone's within 30 feet, so
I think
that's
so. Just
fine. Yeah. And then maybe step back to this side of the healing spirit. And that's it.
Okay. Red.
How hurt are you looking, Mia?
I hadn't quite done my maths yet. I think I'd lost about 30 hit points. So I'm about, I'm like 125
hit points.
Okay. I just have a question spell-wise. If I have one of the things that I can cast at will without using a spell slot, can I choose to use a spell slot to, like, upcast it or whatever?
Explain which spell you want to use.
So, for example, I've got the second level spell Invisibility, which I can cast at will. But is it possible to use one of my pacts, normal spell slots to cast it? I can just do more than one person if I upcast that spell.
Oh yeah. So you get this. You get the standard casting free, and you use the subsequent number of spell slots for whatever you need to cast at higher levels.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, and is it do we have to use bonus action to control the warhorse?
Yes.
We do. Okay, so for now then, what I would like to do is kind of... I'll use my bonus action then to command the warhorse to like kick up. And hold Giselle as we kind of hop off the back. I don't know whether we'll successfully land or not, but it's kind of a hop off while the horse makes a fuss type of maneuver, if possible.
Okay, yeah, just make an acrobatics check to get this dismount right.
10.
10. Giselle, you make one as well, please. Oh no. Red, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrust back off the horse, and Giselle, you take 5. Red, you're not prone. Giselle, you are prone.
Sorry for the tumble, but Put a hand on your shoulder as we kind of like topple off, and use my action to cast invisibility with that spell slot I was talking about, so that after we land on our asses, we go invisible.
Oh. Cool. Just put a little eye token or whatever, if you will.
I'll put this ninja on.
Okay. So what did you? So the horse, like kipping, like booking you off, I wouldn't say is an action for the warhorse. And if you're using your bonus action, you can tell it what to do now. Like. What would you want?
Yeah, I basically just want the warhorse to be the center of attention, allowing us to kind of like, you know, slip backwards and go invisible. That was the whole plan. So just more of that. Maybe even, has this one become visible, this goblin just near to it?
Yes. They're all visible now.
Let me just check the sheet for this warhorse. Lucy, if you want to take the next warhorse's go, we can do it like that again if you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
Extras, warhorse. Yeah, just does a hooves attack then, I guess.
The only one it could get, because they're in the trees, is this one isn't in a tree. It's behind the tree.
Oh, okay.
The warhorse could get there and do a hooves attack if you want.
Yeah, it's not enough to do a trample, so it's just like a regular.
Yeah.
There you go, 22.
Yeah, 22.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. You hear a shriek as the warhorse, newly oiled and freshly repaired, like scampers towards this goblin and turns and just gives it a back kick and it smashes it against a tree. Yeah. It then takes up like a defensive position, but behind the clockwork warhorse, Giselle and Red are no longer visible.
Sweet. We're still frightened as well, so I was done in a panic.
Yeah. It's the goblins go once more. This one is going to jump and then get to you with a bonus action. Mia, you're going to get a short sword, but I don't think a 13 is going to hit you, is it? Okay. Nope. This one is going to jump down. No, probably going to fire down, actually, with a crossbow. A 24 will hit, though, I assume.
Yeah.
Then that's 18 piercing. Oof. And 7 poison.
Okay.
You need to do a Wizzy and a con save, please.
Okay. And then I need to make...
the con is not fine.
Mm-hmm.
You are poisoned.
Oh, I think I am immune to that.
Mia's immune to poison damage?
Yeah, the Purity Spear.
Purity Spear. God damn it.
But I will make another con save for my concentration of Beacon of Hope, but that's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, you take this, like, poisoned bolt kind of in the shoulder as you kind of fend off this goblin with your Purity Spear. And as the bolt, like, goes in, you see the Purity Spear glow, and the bolt just kind of like fizzles and evaporates, and the black poison has no chance to enter your body.
I actually have immunity to poison damage as well, so what I think was that...
That was 7 poison damage you just took.
Cool, okay, I'll have that back.
Okay. Good. This one is going to rush Tilly.
Yep.
A crit, Tilly.
Oh.
So I rolled garbage. 16 piercing and 4 poison. Con saves and Wizzy saves, please.
Okay. Wizzy is 27 and Con is 18.
You're fine. Okay. These two were attacking Red and Giselle, and they're like, where the fuck did they go?
Yeah.
I assume 12's not on the battlefield there, Tilly. I don't know. You didn't mention.
No, I did. He was given a help action to
Help action. I missed that part.
to Giselle.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess. I think the image of a goblin fighting a flaming monkey is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to crit fail its attack though. Cool.
Very cool.
The next one is going to attack the warhorse. And crit the warhorse as well. Yikes. So the warhorse, I think John, I think you've got access to the HP.
Yeah. The HP is 25, AC 15.
Yeah. But I think it's on the token. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm recording it. Yeah.
Okay, so the piercing damage is 17, and the is immune to poison damage, I think.
It's immune to condition of poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually, weirdly, it's not actually immune to poison damage, but it is immune to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks, unless they're adamantine.
Well, the goblin then just the bolt just kind of bounces off the metallic warhorse. Does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nice. So no poison. I mean, it doesn't even go in. I guess it seems.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to do the poison damage.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, the goblin's like, "What the fuck?" And the other goblin would lash out, not knowing this straight away with its short sword, but the short sword would do fuck all.
Nice.
It would hit, but ching ching. Some kind of monster. Right, I think that's all the gobbos.
I rolled a concentration check on my spirit, by the way. I passed.
Good. You, in response to the increased activity, you hear almost like a howl. No, it's definitely not a wolf. You guys know what wolves and direwolves sound like, and it's definitely not like that. It's something more guttural, maybe a bit bigger, like a lion's roar or something.
They got friends.
In what direction
Giselle,
did it?
from ahead, up ahead.
Okay. I'm no longer frightened, right? Because it was the end of its turn.
Correct. You're free from the frightened condition.
Cool. Giselle gets herself up, and as she does that, she looks at her hand and realizes she can't see her hand. So she says, "That's pretty cool." And then she uses her sorcery points. So she's going to quickened to change the casting time to a bonus action. So my action, basically with that bonus action, she's going to cast Bane at level 1.
On
which is
what?
On 3 creatures that she can see. So I'm thinking this one, and this one.
Do they have to make a save for Bane?
Charisma saving throw.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I rolled absolute horseshit for all of them. So just tell me which ones again they were.
This one, and this one.
Okay, I'm gonna bane them.
Yeah, bane them. So they must minus a D4 every attack roll or saving throw.
Cool.
You would be the invisibility ends when you cast a spell.
Oh, I've become a found.
You are
okay.
Wait, it's still its job was just to avoid that initial attack anyway.
It's
so
still brilliant, even so. Okay, cool. That's 2 sorcery points. That was the bonus action, and then I'm going to use an action, which is I'm going to get the witch's circle out, call the 4th,
and I'm going to aim it at this one because I'm angry that I got attacked.
Sorry, I adjusted the wrong token.
Crit on the Witch's Circle. Nice.
Yeah, roll that damage. So that is 7 bludgeoning plus
Genie's Wrath.
14, 13, 20, 26 damage if you include Genie's Wrath.
Yep. Perfect.
Nice.
Cool.
You brain the goblin in the tree so hard that he is going to fall out of that tree. So I'm just going to make him make a dexterity saving throw. She's quite good at. Yeah, he like brains he like falls backwards out of a tree, and because he's so small, he falls quite a long way. But he manages to land like a superhero landing. But as he does, he throws up a load of like green goo. He's in a real bad state, and and then he drops kind of prone. So he's prone, but he didn't take any more damage. Is that the end of your turn?
End of turn. Giselle's just staring at the one that's fallen out of the tree.
Okay. Now, where's that little... There it is. Alrighty. Tilly.
Okay, I am going to move the healing spirit over Mir, and that's a bonus action. And then as an action, I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to go in a wild shape. So
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a table to see where I'm coming up with.
Don't turn into an elephant.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's always elephant.
You had to say
It's
it.
just one of the 10 options.
So weird.
It is so weird. Oh god. Could have been water element.
Do you mind me
could have been fire.
it's only because I'm looking at the token. My regular elephant tokens suck. But do you mind me if I just take a little bit of liberty with this wild shape?
Yeah, sure. No, of course.
You were doing mechanical work all morning on the horse, and thus the wild shape that you don't really have control over turns into a clockwork elephant.
Oh, that's so sick. Just use the normal elephant stats.
We're just doing flavor right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give me the stats, if you will, the AC.
AC is just 12, and it's got 76 hit points.
All right.
It's
12 really does take me out of the robot elephant, so let's give it a +2 bonus, 14.
Okay, excellent. And it's huge.
Yeah, I think that's huge. So being that huge, I think we're going to have to make Mia and this goblin make a dexterity save.
Oh no.
The goblin jumps out of the way. Mia, you're going to get pushed out of the way, but you're going to get a robotic tusk to the back of the head.
Oof.
And you are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
12 is also going to have to make one, I guess.
He's flying. He's a flying creature. So
then he can make the dex save at advantage just to get out of the way.
Sounds good. His dex is +2. Shit, so it would have been 10.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll just roll it again. 7 damage for 12.
Okay.
As this robotic Tillifant.
I was not expecting that. He was not expecting a Robocop or Transformers. Really, is what the sound you made. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was your action and bonus action, I think.
Yeah. The elephant says, "Let's roll out," and that's it. That's it.
Roll
That's
out.
it. I'm done.
Okay, Mia. You just got nudged forward. You're still next to this goblin, though.
Yeah, I got biffed. Do I take anything from the healing?
Well, technically, you have to be in its space, so you got knocked away from its space. So technically, no. But if you step into it, it will automatically heal you, and you know this because Tilly used it a lot before.
If you step into it, though, you could provoke an attack of opportunity from the dust goblin.
Ooh.
You
Does it have to? Do I have to step into it? Yeah. Do I have
anytime on your turn, and it will take effect without any action or bonus action. You just need to step into it at any point.
All right. I'm gonna bop this thing in front of me with a Toll the Dead.
Boing.
No, that's not what I want to do, is it? No, I want to bop it with a Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
At 4th level.
Jesus.
Oh, rolled a 16.
A 16 is enough. Just.
Hey, it takes 21 necrotic damage.
Okay. Its hair stands on end as this like necrotic energy like fills his eyes, and he like lets out this horrendous scream. Yeah, he's hurt.
Cool. And then I'm gonna, I guess, step back and risk an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he would definitely lash out.
Some big healing from this guy.
Oh, and won't you know, it's my 3rd crit of the...
Amazing!
No, man.
It doesn't get the sneak attack, though. So it is 14 piercing, and you're immune to poison, aren't you? So yeah, so fuck the extra 20 odd poison damage I just rolled. Never mind.
Yeah. And what healing do I get from the healing spirit, Lucas?
Well, I think you need concentration to see if Beacon is still up.
Oh yeah.
If it's up,
24.
Yeah, if it's up, then 4 times 6, 24 healing.
All right.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Cool. Yes. Thanks.
Okay. Red, you are still invisible.
Obviously, casting a spell breaks me out of invisibility. What if it's a feature such as healing light?
Yeah, I think.
Still basically a spell, or?
Yeah, it's not qualitatively different. So it would. I think it would break you out of your invisibility.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, good to know. Can I see all of the? I probably can't see Mir right now. I'm guessing because of the Tillifant.
Yeah, it's absolutely a huge creature between you.
But goblins,
a robot horse and a robot. Elephant. The goblin right next to you is there with 12 floating like just above his head. And Giselle just chucked one out of a tree that is flat on its chest behind you. There's also one in the tree that you can see up here that's been raining down bullets on Mir and Tilly.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's the one I want to deal with. So while I'm invisible then, I'm just going to take a step back to get away from this one. Mm-hmm. Whether he still takes an opportunity attack or not.
No, you can't take one against someone you can't see.
Perfect. Then I will... let's try Firebolt.
You would attack with advantage because you are hidden.
Hidden, yeah, perfect.
Which I don't know if that would have affected Giselle earlier. I can't remember.
She critted on the first roll anyway, I think.
Yeah, cool.
21.
21 hits.
Look at like this. Ooh, 29 fire damage.
Yikes. I will say with doing that much damage, the tree is also set on fire as you blast it with this
No! He was gonna make it my friend in about 8 hours.
You're gonna have to pick a different one. Unless you want to wait that one up to apologize. So launch
First
that
thing you will
there.
do after being awakened.
Yeah, bonus action then. Now I'll use the healing, which if we still got the beacon of hope, it basically just takes the full effect, right? So D6. Use 4 of those. 4, 24. Healing. I'm just going to do it to myself first because everyone else I can see looks okay.
Is that healing that you had to roll?
Yes, which is...
You should get max.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, 4 times 6, so...
Cool.
Pretty nice. Concentration's gone because it's not invisible anymore. That's it.
Okay. Giselle, did you use your bonus action already, or did you save it for the warhorse?
You bonus actioned the quicken spell for
Yes.
Bane.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means the warhorse can do nothing except take the dodge action. Not that it needs to dodge out of stuff that doesn't hurt it. But yeah, never mind. It's back up to the Gobbos go. This one is going to shout like something. Anyone speak Goblin? I don't think so. But
No.
Seemingly from a hidden position, Mia, you're going to get a barrage of crossbow attacks. A 24 will hit, but I don't think a 16 does.
True and true.
Okay, then 16 piercing damage,
Okay.
please. And then this one's going to go up. This won't get a sneak attack. Then it'll miss. As you take some hits, you turn to shield yourself from one of the crossbow bolts, and just as you do, you feel a longsword come down upon your armor, which doesn't hurt. But I'll come back to that in a minute. This baned goblin is going to get involved. Go stand next to Red. And do a short sword attack. 19 will hit you, I think.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 9 piercing, 2 poison, and I need a con save from you.
Is the con save for the poison?
Yeah.
I actually do have advantage on these. 27.
Good. So just the 9 piercing, 2 poison.
I would like to take a reaction.
Yeah.
Where is it? Hellish Rebuke. So, as I take in response to that damage, I will surround him with some hellish flames.
Cool.
It's a dex save on his part, which I guess Bane affects saves, does it? Or?
It does, yeah, I think. Is it attack rolls and saving throws?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
I still would have hit with that attack, but let me see. Dex save minus a d4. So 18 is what I rolled with a d4 minus.
That's a fail.
Okay.
It's 18 fire damage Just trying to check if I can include that 5 again from Radiant Soul.
I think you can.
When you cast, it just says when you cast a spell that deals radiant or fire damage, you can add it against one damage roll of that spell. Yeah, so it's 23.
Yeah. Pow. As you retort from this short sword attack, you cast this infernal gout of flame over this goblin. And the in order to like back up its buddy, this goblin is going to jump out of the burning tree and do a crossbow attack in midair.
Nice.
It's going to have to pass an acrobatics check, quite high DC, to be able to do this. It's got pretty good dexterity, and it will roll a 23. So as it jumps through midair, it's going to fire at you, and it's going to get a sneak attack. Hopefully, this one's not baned. So yeah, 22 to hit. 18 piercing, 5 poison, and that con save, if you will.
Poison's halved, so 22. 21.
You're good. Okay. This one has realised that it cannot hurt this horse and is run around. It's going to come and get Giselle, but it's not going to hit you. This one is going to get up to its knees. It's got very few hit points left. It is not feeling like it wants to run into battle. So it's going to take a pot shot at you from a distance. It'll still get sneak attack because you're within 5 feet of an enemy. Minus a d4. 23.
Yep.
Okay. Then I need you to take 15 piercing, 6 poison, and make a con save. Can't get that far away because it used half its movement. You're fine on the con save. Just this one left. We'll try and get Mia with a. No, actually, we're going to get red again. Yeah, 23 to hit, 15 piercing, 4 poison, and another con save.
Three.
You're good. So yeah, just that 15 piercings, 4 poison. I think that is all of him. The source of this roaring becomes evident to you, Mia, as you hear the sprinting of a quadrupedal beast coming towards you. It looks like this, if I can show. I'll do it in the VT. You'll do it off D&D Beyond because I think you might see everything else. Hold on. It looks like this. Yeah, and it's snarling, and it starts running towards you.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's gonna it's interesting. Sorry, I've just never used this thing before. It's going to do a bite attack and a claw attack. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, only just.
Oh, well, they both hit you. 12 piercing and 9 slashing as this thing bears down upon you like a predator.
Ouch, ouch. Okay. Oh, 2. I've got to make 2 con saves. 1, 2.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Giselle.
Would I have been able to see that creature come in or just hear it?
You're right behind the giant metal arse of an elephant, so I'm going to say no. You can hear it, but you couldn't
Yeah.
see it.
Just
Yeah,
seeing my
no, that
giant
makes sense.
butt.
Giselle is going to be freaked out by this goblin coming towards her and immediately just do what she does in the moment of fear, which is Eldritch Blast, even though she knows she's got disadvantage. So she kind of wants to do 2 at the one nearer to her, and then she wants to finish off the one in the tree, hopefully with an extra 2.
Okay, so the one here?
The one nearest me is, disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. They still both hit.
Rolling great.
Great rolls, yeah.
10 damage, unless you're adding Genie's Wrath to one of them.
No, I'm going to use Genie's Wrath, hopefully, if I get the other. So I'm going back for the...
I will say, tactically, the other one doesn't have very much health at all. So adding an extra +6 damage may not be necessary on the other one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, then I'll take 6 on the thing that I just tried. Yeah, thank you. Let's see if I can get for the other one. Finish it off. My God. Okay.
So as you blast, the first one hits, roll damage on that. You destroy this goblin, and you've still got another Eldritch Blast to go, which you have rolled already for. So you can aim that
Back at the one next to...
Okay, at disadvantage, a 16 just hits.
Okay, cool.
So it takes another 8.
Oh, you're playing with that. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So you rolled already.
Cool.
So you are just a barrage of magical ordnance, like chucking out Eldritch Blasts here, there, and everywhere. This particular goblin is, regretting trying to ambush this extremely powerful entity.
But it's like panicky, not like John Wick, right? It's like
Yeah. Run away.
Okay.
End of turn.
All right. Tilly.
I'm going to take a gore attack on the goblin that's next to me. Can I take advantage for 12's help action from last turn, if that's okay?
The one that's next to Mia, the 12
needs to be next to the enemy. It gives me advantage.
Yeah. So you're going to attack this goblin then, or that goblin? Not the one.
No, I actually wanna hopefully, because that one is like pretty messed up, isn't it? I was thinking of giving me a bit of a breathing space from that if possible. So I'm gonna just use normal attack on that guy. 17 to hit.
Just hits, yeah.
All right. It is fucking hell. 23.
23 is
piercing
exactly
damage.
The number of hit points I'd left.
Like tusk goes straight through him, and the goblin stays on the elephant.
The tusk.
It doesn't release.
Cool.
And that will be the end of Tilliphant, Metaliphant.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's nice. Metaliphant. Turn, and 12 is going to take his turn, and on his turn, he's going to use the fiery teleportation.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it, which is going to be the Tilliphant, will teleport up to 15 feet to unoccupied space. You can see. I'm going to just go both of them up by 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. And then elephant. 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Cool. And the 2 goblins that were within 5 feet of him both need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
DC 18.
One of them's got Bane. Hold on. The one with Bane succeeds, the other one fails.
Okay, so it's either 10 or 5 fire damage, depending on the save.
Okay. Now then. They're both looking bad. But as I assume when you do this fiery teleportation, you appear in like a fireball.
Like
temporarily.
yeah. It is.
Well, what you would notice then, appearing so close to this creature, it goes like onto its back foot. It seems to really be scared of fire.
That's good to know.
Okay.
An elephant will give like reassuring look to Mir.
Oh, I've lost my turn order. Hold on. Where's it gone? There it is.
And that's us done.
Okay, end of your turn. So, Mia, you notice this as this robotic elephant appears in a gap of flame next to you. You see this beast that was just slashing and chomping at you, almost like go back onto its haunches and seem really scared.
Ooh, okay. I am gonna take some more healing from this thing.
24. Yep.
True. 24.
Mm-hmm.
Need it. I'm getting beaten up. And then I can't really do anything properly fiery to it, but I can cast Toll the Dead on it. It's taken damage, right? Yeah, of course it has.
The big thing that's attacking you has not taken any damage.
Oh, it hasn't?
No.
Oh, well, okay. I said I was going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to make a Wizzy save.
Okay.
Even with just D8s, that's crazy damage.
Oh, I double critted the wisdom save.
Oh no.
All right.
Sorry about that.
You take no damage then. For that, I will also cast my spiritual weapon.
This has been made even more difficult with the way that it's doing maps now, also. So just bear with me a second.
I'm sorry.
No, I knew you knew that, and you've just done this on purpose. Where are you casting spiritual weapon?
Right over this big thing that's attacking me.
Pow.
Pow. Let's see how it does. Oh, I rolled a 28.
I think, given that it is frightened, you would have advantage.
Cool. Then I rolled a 32.
It's not got the frightened condition, but it's backing away from you. So I think it just makes narrative sense to give you advantage. So you can have that crit.
Nice.
So it's 18 force damage.
You refocus it on you, away from the fire. Yeah. Anything else you're doing?
No, that is my whole turn.
Alrighty. Red. You've just seen these two goblins in front of you. They've just been almost set ablaze by this teleportation.
Yeah, so I'm going to make it even worse for him. So from the tree behind him, which is on fire, I just kind of like point and gesture at it, and I'll conjure up a big flaming sphere that kind of like pulls out of the tree and rolls out onto the floor and smashes into these two. It's a 5-foot diameter sphere if you've got any sort of token, but it's just going to be here anyway, hitting those two. It rolls out of the tree.
Animated tokens.
Oh, amazing!
Don't worry about that.
I think it can only hit one target.
It just has to be in their space, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it's not really clear. It says that. Let me just put the description on. If they end the turn, any creature that's touching it within 5 feet is affected. When you ram the sphere, it says if you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature makes the saving throw. But
yeah, so you can attack one person with it, but it could technically end up being in multiple creatures' spaces, but I don't think it could from where it is. You know what I mean?
If you ram it
In fact, you could choose to put it like, I can't do it in the square, but it could be between these two goblins. You can physically ram one of them with it and leave it between them.
I'll just ram one anyway, the closest one, and then the other one's still within 5 feet. So if it doesn't move, then so it is a dex save, which I know they're pretty good at. But let's.
Okay. The nearest one is one that doesn't have Bane. 15. Does that fail?
Fail, yeah. And so that's 17 fire.
Okay, so I'm just
pretty good damage.
This flaming sphere, as you described it, kind of is pulled from the flaming tree and goes down straight onto this goblin, incinerating it. And oh god, hold on. Why is this not working? Roll20 is having a bit of one of those nights. You know what I mean? So I'll place that there. I'll just place it there for now because I can put the flame sphere here. The other goblin cowers as as its friend. It's turned to ashes by the flaming sphere.
Awesome.
Are you using your bonus action for the warhorse? Zell's turn. I can't remember.
I'm going to use it for myself.
Okay.
Your turn.
Have we still got Beacon of Hope? Still up? Mia? It is. Then I'm going to give myself a big old. I'm only going to do 5, I think, max. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get myself 30.
Nice.
And then. Yeah, I mean, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Warhorse can just take the dodge action. It's now the Gobbo's go. What's left of them anyway?
I'm concentrating.
This one's gonna go here. Mia, it's gonna be a couple more at you. One of them will hit for 22 piercing damage.
Oof. Okay.
This one's been up here for ages and no one's touched him. So, being next to Red, we're going to get a sneak attack off on you. 24. 17 piercing damage, 6 poison, and a con save. Red, please. 17 piercing, 6 poison.
So that ends up being 20 damage. Not 200, not 200. Don't do that. Okay. Con save.
Oh, good. The goblin next to you, at the start of its turn, I assume is going to take some fire damage.
I think it's actually at the end. Let me double check.
The end.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Then it's going to step away from the fire. And
Smart Gobo.
Yeah. He just naturally run away from his burning friend's corpse.
So smart.
17 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 8 piercing, 8 poison, and a con save.
Not as bad. 25.
This one, Giselle's going to go around you. Doesn't get advantage or sneak attack. Is a 15 hit you, Giselle?
No.
Okay. whooshing off your mage armor. Lets out a little scream as it tries. In fact, it's going to run away. It's going to use the rest of its movement to try and run if it doesn't hit you. You can take an attack of opportunity, Giselle, if you wish.
Yeah, I will get my short sword.
Just doing a
Short
couple of
sword,
concentrations.
Not that she's any good at it.
16 just hits.
Nice.
Oh.
Stab him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
It had 8 hit points left.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice. That's
Giselle
so cool.
Murdering gobos.
It's like, what the fuck is going
Describe
on?
this one to me, Giselle, as the Dust Goblin hits you and then off your mage armor decides to peg it.
Well, she's very unconfident with her short sword, with all her magics. But she sees it going, and she's in this sort of panic of, oh, where's my Eldritch Blast? Like, oh god, what to do? Oh god, it's moving. Picks it up and jabs at it as it moves away. So it is stabbed in the back between the shoulder blades, maybe. And she pulls it away, and Gobbo falls.
Yeah.
And she's a bit shocked by that.
Yeah. I think that is all the gobos go. So we're back to this creature.
Did you do the two on the other side of the river?
I did, yeah. One of them hit me. Okay. Let's do a bite and a claw. Oh, does a 17 hit you, Mia? Yeah. 7 piercing damage for you.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Stop trying to break my concentration.
I don't think it's possible.
Yes.
Oh, now you've said that.
Giselle, short sword in hand. You can
short
see
sword.
2 gobos behind Red now.
Yeah. Giselle's going to move 10 feet forward, 15 maybe, and just see what the commotion is, wants to find out what that noise is, and parks there. Getting the sword, she wipes the blood, goblin blood, and then puts the sword away, and then she Eldritch blasts these 2.
Cool.
Because it seems to be working.
Just as a point of note, if John, if Giselle ends a turn within 5 feet of the sphere, is that bad?
Do I burn up?
Any creature that ends its turn in the sphere,
Okay. Just making a point.
Also, I did just realise, just full honesty, I had to use my bonus action earlier to actually ram the sphere, which I did. So I didn't grab that healing. I'm just going to take off.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, Giselle, let's do some Eldritch Blasts.
Am I going to burn up?
If you stay where you are, yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, let's just save these.
Yep. So who are you hitting? Which, the nearest one, or?
But I'm going to aim for both, like in a sort of double move.
One each.
One each, yeah.
Okay, so they'll both hit 6, 4. Are you going to add?
Let's add Genie's
either
Wrath onto the 8 one.
Onto this one.
Whichever's going to take the 8, yeah, cool. Whatever.
Yeah, that will be enough. Oh no, sorry. Well, you tell me which is which.
Yeah, that works. 6 on the left, 8 on the right.
Okay.
From Giselle's perspective, yeah.
Okay, so this one. You absolutely blast it again. Into Eldritch Oblivion, and this one, the one for the 8, takes 14 damage. So yeah, littered with goblin corpses, this walkway is becoming a path of destruction that Giselle is carving towards this giant elephant.
Pretty cool.
Anything else you're doing with your turn?
Yeah, well, if I know that thing is hot and feels uncomfortable, yeah, I'm going to carry on and kind of see what's going on with Mia. I'm going to go to here.
You've got 2 more Eldritch Blasts, I think. You could fire them at the creature, but it would be a disadvantage to get them like between Mir and the elephant and the tree.
Yeah, it's hard to see, right? I wouldn't be able to, I don't think.
This one's still going.
Yeah. I'm going to aim for that one. So I've moved on, and I'll
Okay.
turn around in some sort of, haha, you thought it was over.
Yeah, they both hit. 17. Okay, he's looking rough.
You
Plus 6, right? Oh, no, I've already used it.
No, you've already
Yeah.
used it, yeah.
Yeah.
Still 17. You get swatted a little bit at the back of your head with the elephant's tail.
It's a windscreen
Yeah.
wiper.
Could I just take
okay,
a reaction on the one that did get killed next to me there, if that's all right?
Yeah.
Snap
You're doing your
his
soul
soul?
cage thing.
Yeah, if it counts as a humanoid, which I'm thinking it does.
Does it? Let's see. It counts as it's goblin or small humanoid goblinoid. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I'll snatch the soul of a goblin.
Nice.
Cool. So this soul cage, is it a physical cage? It is, isn't it? It's like a little bird cage.
The
thing.
component is a tiny silver cage, yeah, which kind of I keep on my belt.
As you like open it, you can see this goblin who's been eldritch blasted. It's this like purple shadow is like pulled out, and it seems to be confused as to who is rending its soul. It's like it almost as if it expected its soul to be consumed. It says, "Yes, master, my time, and it goes into your soul cage.
Sweet.
Okay, end of your turn, Giselle. We're on to Metiliphant.
Yay. I am going to so it's gonna like turn very carefully. And then what I want to do is I want to back out, put my ass between the trees. It literally makes that sound. And then I'm going to run full speed and I'm going to try and do a trampling charge on the guy.
Okay.
So if I can move at it
to be in a straight line.
It's I mean it says that, but I mean interpretation of a straight line for an elephant, like I mean
How many feet? 20 feet?
20 feet, yeah.
Yeah, you could just about do it. I think though Mir's
gonna be at risk.
Mir's gonna have to make a dex save. It's happening now. Mir, I need a dex save from me.
Oh god. Oh,
That's
nice.
It's good enough. You managed to get just under the tree as this elephant totally rams. We can just keep you there for now. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't really work.
Okay, so then I'm gonna hit him with a gore attack. Okay, let's see if I can do the gore attack. 19.
It hits.
Nice. Okay, so it takes 18 piercing damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, as you hit it with your metallic tusks, with one goblin still impaled on them, it's like this beast goes onto its hind legs and jumps to meet you and presses its claws in. So it manages to absorb some of the damage. The attack is not as effective as you would have hoped.
Okay.
But it still needs to make a save. What save was it?
It's just a strength check. It's only DC 12.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Okay. And that is it, because it would have to be prone for me to stump all over it. So
okay.
Let's just call that next turn. As a bonus action, I'm gonna move that spirit, because Mir had to jump away from.
Yeah.
So in apology, I'm gonna move that spirit over her so it works automatically. And 12 is going to use all his flight speed to actually get on the sort of flanking position with this thing, and use its action to give me the help action for next attack.
Okay. Mia.
Yeah.
12 is flitting around this beast creature, and 12 is made of fire. So this thing looks particularly distressed.
Okay. How beaten up does it look?
Quite robust. That it just basically shouldered a hit from a metal elephant running straight at it. It still looks pretty healthy.
Okay, but it
You-
just hates fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take that 24 to start with.
Oh, yes, thank you.
One more left.
Do. All right. Let's take a pop with my spiritual weapon to begin with for 10 force damage.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I want to it's a bit like K9, right? Kind of. Can't remember what it looks. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. I want to grab it by its fur and clang it while I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
On it, please.
It's got to do a save. Wizzy?
Yeah, Wizzy save.
Oof. Oh, honestly, it's another crit. I'm really sorry. That's more crits on this than anything ever.
We don't believe you anymore.
I can take a
I
picture.
think you're lying.
It's done.
Because you really want this thing to win the whole campaign. I think
Yeah, I want.
Trust is over.
You want this to be the final fight, right?
I want this Barghest to win.
Barghest.
It's fine. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Oh my god, 21 and 2?
Yeah. Oh, the 20 and a 1.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Thanks very much. I will be staying where I am.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for coming. Red.
Yeah, so I've still got this one here remaining, right? Is it in a tree now, or is this one down on the...
This one's down, I think.
Okay. Actually, how much can I move that flaming sphere? Move up to 30 feet.
30 feet.
So yeah, I'll first things first, whack ram it into this one. Dex save, please.
Dex save. It's baned, this one.
Nice.
So what's the roll I need to make?
22.
Oh, I failed with a 16.
21 fire and radiant damage.
You destroy this goblin.
Nice.
Reducing it to ashes as you did once before. Red and Giselle just been straight up murdering an entire clan of goblins.
Hey, they started it.
Don't mess with us.
I'm going to sleep well tonight. That was my bonus action. Just trying to see if I can use an action. Bonus action, use an action. Okay, I'll just... Right, everything on this side looks good. I'm going to move sort of 1, 2, 3. Can I, if I move 4 to there, is that a good line of sight to the weird dog creature that's going to win the entire 3-year campaign?
Just about. I think if you move to the right, I mean,
I've got another square. I've got 5 more feet. If that's anywhere I should move to.
If you go forward 1,
Oh, I can
Just
kind of
from
get in
the
there a little
under the
bit. Yeah,
tree.
okay.
Yeah, you get a better vantage point there.
Cool. So I've got an action, so I'm just going to cantrip. We'll do. I'm just going to launch a firebolt as well, actually. Oh, crit fail though.
Okay.
I can't use my thing because I'm in wild shape. So sorry.
Yeah. So just roll me a d4. Evens, it hits me. Odds, it hits 12.
Okay.
Evens, it hits me. Roll
Oh,
damage.
and
from that
12,
fireball.
12 is like immune to fire.
Exactly.
Damn it. Oh my god.
I'm not going to add the Radiant Soul on that one.
Here's the
Best damage
well.
roll, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I'll adjust a token here.
Oh god.
25.
This is the second time she gets hit by a. So, to complete the trifecta, Giselle has to hurt me as well in this fight. Until he did already.
No.
And Red did as well. Shit.
Is that the end of your turn, Red?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Kirsty, did you hear? You took 25 fire damage from an errant firebolt from Red. Oh, I don't think she has heard us.
Nope.
Kirsty,
You're a mute.
you muted.
Yeah.
You took
Sorry.
25 fire damage from an errant firebolt from Red.
Sorry.
What?
Crit fail.
What?
We rolled to see whether it hit Mir or 12. 12's immune to fire damage. You're not, though. And it hit you. 25 fire damage.
Been punished for going to the bathroom? Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine all demanding healing whenever we need it, and also just beating the shit out of your cleric at the same time. Like,
You already got hurt by Tilly and by Red.
Oh, cool.
My god.
oh god.
rolled-
Well, I
rolled
don't
with-
deserve the beacon of hope
You lost
anymore
the
for me.
beacon.
So.
I roll with advantage, but I still lose the beacon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh, 'cause it's
It would have
Amazing.
been
you had to do a 12.
The DC, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Red.
Damn, sorry about that.
Love you.
Giselle, did you use your bonus action on your last turn? I don't think you did.
No, just Eldritch
No.
Blast.
So you can tell the warhorse what to do if you want.
Wait, it says I've got 60 feet movement and it's 40 to get there. Can I go get it?
You're going to jump on top of it.
No, as in like,
No.
can I get it to move?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's here.
Yeah.
And get it close to the bad thing enough to kind of ram at it or hoof
Oh.
attack.
I don't. So it could probably run around the other side.
Yeah,
And flank the Barghest that way.
let's do it.
Yeah, go for it. Do a hooves attack.
Or is it an? Nope, hooves. Yeah.
26 hits.
Nice.
12.
Yikes. So yeah, this creature is like now scared of 12. It's just flinched with a firebolt coming towards it, and then bang! It's got like clattered by this clockwork warhorse, seemingly bitten
Can
off
we say
more than
that
it can chew.
Can we say that it squeaked its way there in a menacing way? Squeak, 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 squeak. Be afraid of the warhorse.
Sure, it's turned into a serial killer from a slasher movie. Yeah. What's that? Is it a gate? Is it loose pipes? No, it's the warhorse.
It's the warhorse.
He will
Right.
prove you.
Yeah. Okay. It's the Gobbo's go. Bear with me 1 second. They are going to lay down some covering fire.
Suppressing fire.
So one of them's going to be at 12. A 10? Does that a 10 hit 12?
No, he's got
Okay.
his armor class. 12's armor class is 13.
Just to confuse us all. The
Yep.
other goblin hits the Clockwork Warhorse, but it didn't know that it wouldn't do fuck all. So these goblins are now
Wow.
shitting themselves, and they shout something in Goblin towards the beast before they start running away. And they can bonus action dash.
Goodbye.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, they would be nearly out of the picture. The bar guest is going to take the disengage action. It's going to bound about 30 feet away.
Smart.
Sorry, it can bonus action disengage. And what strangely happens at that point is, hold on.
It runs the fuck away.
No, it shapeshifts into a goblin and catches up with its buddies.
Okay. All right.
Fair.
Yeah, they did a tactical retreat, and because they've all got bonus action dash, they can get pretty far. They're not completely out of range, especially not from a fucking warlock who can do Eldritch Blast. So
You can have the final
Giselle.
machine gun round.
Oh, no, actually.
No?
Well, she was all for it for the time dragon, but I don't think she wants. She's killed enough.
All right.
I think she's like, let him go.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe we can get them later.
Billy approves that choice.
Hmm.
So Giselle, Giselle and Tilly, next two in the initiative. Unless May, you feel really strongly.
Tilly on her turn will drop the
Yeah.
elephant, and
Okay.
I will saunter over to Mir.
Will I get some
Sure.
of... Oh.
I'm not sure what I've done with the
Oh my
Tilly
God.
token.
Cast Disintegrate on Red.
Yes, cast Disintegrate.
No.
I cast Heal on Mir, and
Whoa.
you will also get the last charge of the Healing Spirit, which will be additional 14.
Cool.
I think I
70
deleted your
and
token
14.
by accident.
You're an
What's up,
elephant
Lucy?
for life. What, did you just get 70 healing?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Plus 14.
Sorry, Tilly, your HP. I'm not sure what it was.
I wasn't hurt. I
wasn't
don't
hurt.
think.
Okay. You're
No.
all good. So yeah, you fend off this goblin raiding party, and this side of the river, at least, is littered with corpses.
How are you feeling, Mir? I'm really sorry I run into you as the elephant is. I sometimes don't control that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. That was rough. Can I see the other side of the river?
Make a perception check. Yeah.
18.
As the goblins run off into the distance, you can see another humanoid, small, lying prone on the roadside, just over the other side of the bridge.
Oh, I'll run across.
At the same time, I'll be like, sorry. I'm not really good at those, and I'll do some healing as well. Healing light.
It's okay. Don't worry, you're fine.
I'm also running over there. I was about to ask the soul where that was, but it looks like we've seen it.
I was actually hurt. I just adjusted my hit points, but it's not bad.
So you see a familiar looking creature. It's from the time that you spent in Irongard when you descended down a big hole. Do you remember what kind of creatures you encountered?
The Mechanids?
No,
Or
I'm asking me.
Dwergar? Oh. I messed up. My Discord went flip, so
It's all right.
Mine did too.
It did trip out.
Discord
Okay.
went, what the hell?
So, did you hear everything I said? You encounter the unconscious body of a small creature that looks similar to a type of creature that you met beneath the surface in Irongard.
Is that the Dwergar?
Similar to a Dwergar, they're a bit smaller with larger ears and longer noses. So I will say that you would determine that this creature is from the Underdark,
Okay.
but they look unconscious and partially mauled.
Ooh, I will. Can I make like a medicine check on them to see if they are breathing?
Yeah. That medicine check helps you stabilize the creature. They are alive, but barely hanging on.
Ooh. I'll cast Cure Wounds on them.
Woof. 5th level. As the radiant glow of Mistress Magic cascades over this woman, you see her in her full health. She is a gnomish, a deep gnomish woman. She has darker, like purplish skin. She's wearing faded black chaps and is lying back on a dark purple, like cowboy hat kind of thing. She has a whitish silver lasso tied up on her hip, and a sack of fruit, some of which is spread along the ground. And she comes to. She shrieks a little, like, "Oh, oh!"
Don't move. Don't move too fast. You're okay. We're not going to hurt you.
Oh, goodness. That damn bar guest came out of nowhere.
Our guest.
Shape-shifting green skin motherfuckers.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm just taking time out from the ranch to go pick some fruit today. Lovely weather, so it's been, and I got set upon by those little impish fucks.
Sorry. We got a few of them. Some ran away, but I think you're safe now.
Oh, I really appreciate your help. Please, I don't have much, but I could give you some of my fruit. It's real special.
Special fruit.
Yeah, this it's like an apple, but with like a papery texture on the skin that kind of glimmers a little bit like silverish and pale yellow.
Ooh. It's very kind. What does it do?
Oh, if you ever get bit by anything nasty, poisonous, this thing will help you right out. And she takes a bite. Still good. So roll me a d6, Mia.
Okay.
Fancy one apple. This apple restores 2d4 plus 2 hit points and cures the poison condition.
Mm.
Ain't gonna last too long, but worth
Okay.
taking.
Thank you so much. Where's the ranch that you mentioned?
A few miles from here. She kind of looks, and you see that she struggles to navigate through the trees, and she kind of looks a little bit lost. That's that way, I think. Pointing vaguely off in a westward direction.
As I kind of I'll look around. I assume everyone's come across to join.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're on our way to Drexmoor College, but we've been distracted somewhat by this fight. We could walk you home, walk you most of the way.
Sure, that'd be real helpful. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't just fruit picking. I was trying to rustle me a fire beetle.
A fire beetle?
I'll look at
Yeah.
Tilly's face.
I have a fire monkey. Well, not monkey, but
Fire beaver, was it? I can't remember.
fire. No, we said no beavers.
Retconned it.
So, do I know what a fire beetle might be?
Make a nature check. With a 15, a fire beetle is like a firefly, but bigger. They come out in the evening. They have glowy butts, but they're dangerous. And probably the size of a medium creature, like the size of Humphrey.
Right. Well, are they nested around here? Is that what you were looking for?
I swear I was tracking them. They can burrow underground real quick, and I think I must have just got turned around somewhere. It's getting late, so I don't know whether to stick around with these goblins. Maybe I should head back on the road with you guys. My name's Rhonda, by the way.
Rhonda.
Rhonda Burglesnervin.
I don't laugh in character. Fucking hilarious.
I just give her like one of them. Excuse me.
Hey, don't y'all be laughing at my name, Burglesnervin. I come from a long line of Burglesnervins. Although I ain't seen my family in some time.
You all, well, I guess they don't live at the ranch with you then. You're there alone, or?
Make an insight check there, Red.
11.
She speaks with a similar accent to Ren. You can tell that like this is the area where that accent kind of hails from. And it certainly doesn't sound like you'd never heard a drow or a dwergar speak with this accent. So when you ask her, she's just like, left my grandpappy down below many years back. so much nicer up here, feeling that warmth of the midday sun, something you just don't get below the surface, you know?
Countryside's nice. How about the city? Have you ever been to Crystalsville? That's where we just came from.
Heck no. You don't see many deep gnomes trekking into big old urban areas. And it's not for me anyway. I much prefer the wildlife and the countryside. Tasty fruit, big old beasties to wrangle. I lassoed me a minotaur once.
Minotaur.
Yeah, it turns out they're much more intelligent. He was actually educated me that their race is an entire culture of beings and not kind of beasts of burden. We became friends actually a long time ago.
Must have been one hell of a lasso.
Hell yeah! And she pulls out this rope from her hip, and I think all of you at this level would immediately recognize a magical rope.
Nice. I'm trying to remember the name of that keep in Underdark.
Did Tilly go? She did, didn't she?
Yeah, I actually have. This is the where I found Nibbles, where the whole cave with Nick and Mykonid was. That was just sort of in front of the keep.
You will remember then. She would, even if you don't. It is Gloamstool Keep.
Gloamstool. Yeah, that's it. She will say that is like we met a number of deep gnomes in a Gloamstool. That's not where you're from, is it?
Gloamstool ain't nowhere I've ever heard of, I'm afraid.
It's in the Underdark, and there was some Dwergar and some of your race living with them too, and Myconids that we made friends with nearby.
You paint a picture like home. I ain't been back in many years. Huh. Wonder how everybody's getting on. Myself was from a place called... Hold on. I was from a place called Sithir. Big old underground city. But like I said, city just wasn't for me. It's way, way, way north of here. And deeper underground, of course. Lots of drow there, though. Snooty folk like to push their boys around. Queens and duchesses and countesses all vying for power. None of that stuff really appealed to me. Anyway, it's getting late. I can help you camp, but you ain't too far from Draxmore, I don't think. I think I probably have to go in the...
Is your place on the way there, or?
I think I'm gonna have to cross paths with you and go the other way. Probably have to camp out the night.
Well, look, you've been through some serious thing. I mean, we can, if we still have to rest, we could push it, but I mean, if we have to rest, we could stay with you, provide security in numbers. You know what they say.
You guys would go back on yourselves just to camp out with me for the night, see me home safe in the morning?
That's no big deal.
Well, that's mighty generous of you. I guess for that, I may have time to find one of those fire beetles after all, but you guys can take these, and each of you can have one of these, what she refers to as glow fruits. You notice as it starts to get darker, the silveriness turns more to yellow, and they start to glow in the dark.
Cool.
Glow fruit.
Are they
like a
real?
lamp.
They're not a real item, but you can just add them a glow fruit. It's basically a basic healing potion that also removes the poison condition.
Ooh.
Love it.
What is that? 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
I'll eat it. Right up.
No, you just eat it straight away.
I'll just eat it. Is it good?
I'm starving and half dead.
It does have like a slightly metallic taste that turns quickly into like a sharp sourness. It's tasty, but it's like really intense citrus taste, like almost like a lime rather than an apple.
I'll definitely save mine. I want to research its properties and stuff. So Tilly will chuck it in her bag of colding.
Oh, very good.
Delicious.
Okay. So you choose to camp out for the night. It seems as though Rhonda is she has like some camping fires. She's really adept at setting up camp. You can see her kind of just you walk backwards or back down the trail you came from for the best part of an hour until it gets dark, and then she sets up camp by the roadside. So I don't usually like to ask folk this, but why are you heading to Draxmore?
Study. They've got some books over there that have been borrowed from the library where we're from, and apparently we can borrow one.
You guys are going to a library.
Kinda. Someone has something on loan, trying to collect it or see if we can take it on. It just has some important research in it, that's all.
Sheesh. They do send researchers out into the sticks. You guys must be very committed.
Oh, I've seen some researchers come from some faraway places, trust me. This ain't nothing, although we did almost die twice just getting halfway there, so maybe this is worse than some of the trips I've known people to make.
It's been a very, we've been all around Cerulea in the last year or so, or maybe longer than that. Literally thousands of miles through different means, magical or otherwise. And this part, the last 12 hours been really, really dangerous. Like this.
Well, people tell you that the settlement accords have been signed and Cerulea is a peaceful place, but there's still lots of rough land that is between territories. Lots of people trying to make a stake in this place and make a name for themselves. I tried to set up some land just on the edge of Snaketail Jungle, but big old tabaxi fella came down a few years back and told me that I wasn't allowed to start cultivating the land.
Tabaxi,
I've just been looking for a place to be. The ranch I set up is a bit short-handed, but none of you really strike me as the farming type. I don't know. Just sad you didn't manage to wrangle one of those goblins.
Well, I don't know if you call it wrangling, but I got one of them right here. Oh, with a little silver cage.
She takes a big chomp of her glow fruit and saddles up next to you to look at this glowing cage. That cage is too small for a goblin?
Yeah, it ain't too small for its soul.
Holy jeebs. You got a soul in that there cage?
Yeah, I think so. He went in here and he seemed like he was ready to be on his way somewhere, but I don't think this is where he expected to end up. He won't be in here forever, but
Yeah, you're gonna let him out eventually, right? You're not gonna torture him forever, Red, right?
no, I'm gonna use what's left of his essence to my advantage. And with that, I'll use one charge to regain some hit points.
I wonder if it knows where the nearest fire beetle nest is.
Hey,
We could ask it.
dink, dink, dink. Whatever your name is in there. Before I let you go, you know where there's any nearby fire beetles?
Remind me, does it have to answer truthfully, or does it have to answer? Is it
I think it's something about it can be cryptic. What does it say? Query soul. Here it is. Telepathic answer. It understands regardless of languages, which is good. Yeah, it has to be truthful, but can be brief. And it only knows what it knew back when it was alive.
As it kind of corporeates in the cage, you're not Master Zabs. I thought finally that he was going to consume my soul, but it was you who took it. A devil creature. Tieflings. I ate them. Now what did you want to know?
Fire beetles! Fire beetles! Shake it around.
There's a nest of them. An underground burrow. About a quarter of a mile eastwards from where I died.
He says a quarter of a mile eastwards, there's a burrow.
Quarter mile from here?
Eastward? Which way?
She turns you. East is that way.
There you go.
I think.
Quarter mile, apparently. There's a burrow over there, according to this little guy.
All right. I mean, since we set up camp, does anyone want to come help me wrangle a fire beetle?
What do you need it for? What are you gonna use it for?
Oh, they actually, if you can catch them and keep them, they do wonders for the soil, make them burrow under the farmland, and the soil comes really rich, and that helps us grow the glow fruit, or the minerals from the glowy tails.
Okay. I was a little afraid you're gonna want to kill it or do something.
Nah, she takes a lasso. It's like, once I wrangle them with this, I can make them go to sleep. Magic, you see.
Yeah. I know. I know. Yeah, I know magic. I could.
Sure you do.
I could definitely help you with it. If you just want to sort of relocate them, give them a little bit of different home to live under your farm, and that will work in sort of symbiosis. That's something I can get behind.
Symbiosis, sure, whatever. You coming with me then?
Sure.
All right. Who else? We can take one other person. Taking everybody would leave the camp abandoned and be too many to
I'm gonna need a siesta before I go anywhere.
So just Tilly or anyone else?
Oh, I'll go.
Okay.
Is that all right, Giselle?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Mir and Tilly creep off with the vague instructions from the goblin. I would like Mir and Tilly, you can make a survival check if you can try and locate. Oof.
I'm gonna use. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I don't need to use it.
Really?
Phil, you got really close.
28 and a 30.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tilly, you take Rhonda's words about the soil, and you you get in towards the vague direction. You pick up a handful of soil, and you can smell that same like metallic mineral component that is present in the glow fruit. And you track. You see like these kind of like anthill type like dirt mounds that are like really big in a shaded area of a thick part of the woods, well off the beaten path. Rhonda kind of comes up behind you and like says, "You got to tread lightly. If we start running up to these beetle mounds, they might get disturbed and rush us. You don't want to get bitten by a fire beetle."
I am sure I don't want to be. No.
So
We're doing this quiet then.
yeah, real quiet. There's different ways we can do this. One of us could go flush them out. They don't get hurt much by fire. So usually, if you send fire down the hole, they might pop up somewhere else where you guys could wrangle them, or you could try and lure them out. See, any bait?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Bait. I can do that. She'd take a staff and she'll cast speak with animals on herself and say, I'll just go talk to them.
You gonna stick your head down a fire beetle hole and start talking?
Yeah, of course I am. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
I'm Tilly.
Nice to have known you, Tilly. She kind of looks towards you, Mir, as if to say, like, what the heck?
I'll look after her. Don't worry. She does this.
I mean, you're much bigger and taller than both of us, but maybe you'll want to hold her legs in case they try and yank her down the hole.
Good idea.
I'll be up here with my lasso just in case one of them pops up somewhere. Okay, so
Right.
there's 3 holes basically. You pick 1, 2, or 3, Lucas. Which hole is Tilly sticking her head down?
Let's go with 2, the middle hole, and I will drink a Tilly Mushrooms tonic for gaining dark vision.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I will take a look at the hole, and as I'm getting closer, she'll just I think very gently speaking with animals, be just like saying hello.
Okay, hold on. As you approach, Rhonda told you to be really quiet, so I want you to make a stealth check.
Good. Would you say this is in darkness? We're in darkness?
Yes, it is now.
Okay, so my Nevermancy cape is going to make me invisible, so I'm just going to roll that at advantage.
Well, it's not sight. It is the weight of your
fair
feet.
Enough. Yes.
Yeah.
Still rolled pretty well.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, you approach the ground, and as you approach the mound, you can feel the soil become a little bit more disrupted underfoot, and you creep up, and the mound for you is actually it's probably like your height and then half again as you climb up in the sand, and then you kind of reach the top of the hole, and as the dark vision potion starts to take effect, you look down. You're going to need someone to lower you down a little bit. So Mia, I want you to make an athletics check just so you can hold Tilly down this hole.
Okay, I'm gonna use my portent of 19.
Yeah, you saw this coming at the start of the session, definitely. At the start of the day.
Important of 19, so I will roll a 25 overall.
Wow, yeah, okay. So you actually managed to spread your way out like around the hill as much as you can while holding Tilly with one hand and lowering her down.
Cool.
Tilly, as you are fully submerged down the hole and then some, you see a clutch of fire beetles. You picked the right one for the first time, the two.
Nice.
You see a clutch of fire beetles. There's like a big one that seems to be like cradling two like larvae type ones. They're all kind of like huddled together, and they're kind of they're not like writhing, but they're like in kind of like a dream state where you see like their like mandibles and their antennae just kind of like almost like waving like rhythmically. They look really peaceful to you, and they almost seem to be buzzing like almost like a purr almost.
Okay. Are they communicating? Because I've got speak with animals, so I can like understand intent. Do they seem to communicate safety?
They look
Content?
they don't look threatening to you.
Okay, excellent. I observed them for a little bit to notice that there's a mother, there's a thing, so I need to be super careful about that. And then just sort of whisper back to me, is like, hold on tight. And then I will turn back and I will cast animal friendship on the largest beetle.
Okay.
Pick up a morsel of food. And
It must succeed on a whiz save, right?
yep, DC 18.
Okay, yeah, it fails.
Okay.
As you cast the spell, its eyes flicker and its antennae like stand up more firmly, and the you see this like bulbous glowing like thorax with like these like big burrowing pincers kind of like curled up around like an ant like mandible, and like when it wakes up its eyes start to glow like yellow, and the as it blinks a couple of times its whole body starts to glow a bit more vibrantly and the whole cave is lit up.
On a hunch, the morsel of food, which is the component for this, I'm going to reach out to my bag of holding and pick out the fruit that I've been given as a morsel of food. Is that something that they would go for?
It kind of like tilts its head and like instinctively skitters towards you, but then it looks like nervous again. And it reaches out after pausing and grabs it in its mandible and
Nice. Excellent.
it then in what remains of its mandible, it then like buries it a little bit in the soil, and a few of the larvae come like swaying over. These seem less aware of you, but they're instinctively drawn towards the smell, you think, of this fruit.
Excellent. I would like to then talk to it and say, welcome, friend. My name is Tilly, and I hope we can be good friends. I hope you enjoy the fruit. I know where you can get a lot more of them. I've got a friend who grows these on a place nearby, and he really would like you and maybe some of your friends to come over and live there. And in exchange, he'll give you some of that fruit.
It kind of blinks a little bit.
Was it too much?
You speak.
I do. I'm a druid. I can talk to creatures such as yourself, as wonderful as you are.
You friend?
Always. That's my second name. Tilly, friend, Hollydop.
Speak so fast.
Sorry. I will change that.
You no food?
Would you like more?
More. Yes. Babies.
For babies.
And she kind of like gestures over.
Oh, well, if you would like to come with me with your babies, I promise I keep you safe. We could go to that different place. There's more food there for you.
Okay. You can
the
choose to
babies.
make persuasion or animal handling check.
Oh yeah, definitely animal handling.
I really thought that she was saying, feed me babies.
Feed me babies.
I
That
mean,
scarred you forever.
yeah.
15.
We go soon?
If you want, we can go now.
Soon. After babies eat.
Okay. 1 second.
More food.
She'll sort of look up to Mir and say, Mir, would you
I throw the
be
apple.
And I will give her the other fruit.
Yes. And she like divvies it up among the larvae, which like gulp it down gratefully. And you can see actually, even just having a meal seems to have a profound effect on the growth of these larvae, even in this short amount of time. And they like sprout out like a couple more legs. Ready. Go. Food.
I wave to Mir. Pull me up.
As you pull your halfling friend out, these three, two juvenile and one adult fire beetles come out. And they look around. And as you kind of get to your feet, they just seem to like one of the adult kind of comes up and like puts its legs like around your legs. What do you do? It's like hooks onto you almost.
Oh,
Me?
is that
No, to Tilly.
me? Is that gonna burn me? Is it like on fire?
It's warm, but
Right.
it's not painful.
Then I let it.
So as you relax, it climbs onto your back, and this fire beetle you're now wearing like a backpack. And you see on either side of you, left and right, the two larvae ones kind of looking up at you and like reaching up with their small legs.
Okay. So as if they want to come up as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll lower my hands.
Just make an athletics check, see if you can carry 3 fire beetles.
God. Can I have 12 help me?
Sure.
Right. By maybe just flying, carrying one of them.
Yeah. You pick up the other one, the larvae, in both of your arms, and 12 picks up the other one, but 12's not quite strong enough, and kind of brings the larvae toward Mia.
Yeah, I'll hold my arm out.
Yeah, and it kind of slumps into your arms, this kind of warm bug. And you turn around, you can see Rhonda. She's literally got her hat off, looking in complete bewilderment.
Well, it's sorted.
You guys are the greatest fire beetle wranglers I ever saw.
It's all Tilly.
Well, you definitely could do it without you not dropping me in the hole. So thank you, Mir. Unfortunately, I think they want to go now. So we started a camp. So I don't know if they're gonna be okay waiting.
Camp warm, yes.
Okay. Yes, he said. Because I can speak to it as well, in case you weren't impressed.
Yeah, those of you who just witnessed this communication, you just seen Tilly go like.
Oh, they're okay. They're gonna be okay next to a fire for the evening, and then you can take them to your farm. As long as you feed them, they will live there and help you out. Symbiosis.
Bless you.
No problem at all.
Well, this has been the strangest day. I nearly died. We spoke to a ghost goblin, and now y'all adopted some fire beetles. Crazy. Well, come on this way. And she leads you back towards the direction. She just keeps looking back and just going, well, I'll be. She didn't believe that they would stick on you as long as they have. Red and Giselle, what have you been doing in this hour or two?
Of course, reading.
Giselle's reading. What's Red doing?
Asking her, how's the book? How's the studying going?
I am teaching Red some physical coordination moves. So when she asks me that, I will then repeat some and say, I am now going to do this every morning. Feel free to join the Giselle yoga session.
I will feel free to have that choice.
And then Giselle just carries on reading the book and then doing the move.
Cool. Yeah, you could have let's say 2 hours more reading.
Yeah, I'm 6 in, 5 in.
I will. Yeah, I'm curious about the Funeral's Lament, which is the book we're obviously trying to get from Draxmore. And I'm not sure. Was it described as like a magical book in itself, or it's more just like, is it an artifact or anything like that? It's more just the knowledge, like.
It's difficult to know. You know that it's an important book, and it was written by someone who traveled to Pandemonium. So you don't really know anything else other than that. Whether it's going to contain magic or be magical, or who knows. Okay,
so I want to be on the safe side, so I'm just going to ramp up my health a bit by doing all the rest of my what's it called? Healing light. So there's 20. And I'm going to cast a spell before I do the next thing. So 20. Oh, and I'll use one more charge of the soul cage as well from that goblin. In fact, I'll use 2. I'm going to take some healing. It's got 6, which is pretty awesome. So it gives you 2d8 healing. Oh, that worked out well, didn't it?
Yikes.
Still something. This is all just in case.
2 ones. Beautiful.
I'll cast a spell. How many slots have you? Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress. And just for the fact that I have to cast it at 5th level anyway, and Giselle's the only person nearby, she can also have the bonus from that. Maybe it'll help you with reading. Help you focus. It'll help you keep out the distractions. And then I'm going to use my... so the other charge I'm going to use from the soul cage is to give you advantage on a check, just in case. Like advantage on your next roll. And I'm going to use my mirror of the past to see if I can get a look at the specific object of the funeral's lament.
Cool. So as you sit basking in the fire of the healing light and the campfire, you take a few moments to gaze into the mirror and think about the funeral's lament. You see a man who look gaunt. They hold a book tightly against their chest. You see them leave a chamber, and the chamber looks like a hollowed out tunnel, circular and moving in like unnatural ways. And as they step out of this tunnel, they brace themselves against this oppressive wind. You can't hear it, but you can see that they're bracing themselves against it. You see them drop to their knees and open the book. The book contains, it seems, varied scrawlings, different languages, different writings. And as the person shouts into the oncoming wind while pressing both hands to the book, you can't hear what they're saying. But you see, after this really aggressive verbal passage or component, the wind that's blowing their hair back ceases. And the image fades away.
Cool, very cool.
After that time, you see a glow coming from off the road. Slowly, you see your companions, Tilly and May, with 3 fire beetles and a dumbfounded Rhonda Burglesnerven.
We made some
got them.
friends. We made some friends.
What are their names?
Well, I didn't ask. What?
If they're friends, you've got to know their names.
I don't think they have names. Do you have names?
What name?
What you call yourself? What you refer to yourself as? I am Tilly. This is Mir. That's Rhonda. That's Giselle, and this is Red.
Shuffle
We
away.
We are beetle.
Beetle. Okay. Mama beetle? Baby beetle? Another baby beetle.
Yes.
I feel like maybe we should give you a name, but the problem is if I give you names, I'll have to keep you and take you everywhere, and
No keep. Fire. And they disembark from you and like go up to the campfire and like circle around it. And eventually they get inside the fire, totally immune to fire
Nice.
damage.
I'll have 12 to watch over them closely, as he obviously is fire as well, so he'll be perfect keeper for them for the night.
Mm-hmm. The fire kind of glows more prominently as these beetles kind of take up residence.
Yeah, fascinating creatures. You say they make the ground more fertile for your crops, Rhonda?
Yeah, they when they burrow, they leave a secretion. It's like the fuel that makes them glow, and that makes the soil really fertile.
And you grow the fruit that they actually like eating. That is nature for you, isn't it? It's all a big circle.
Yeah, it's kind of handy, and the fruit tastes pretty good too. I used to have a fire beetle back in the Underdark, way back in Sithir. Old Sparky, I called him.
Sparky. Well, maybe this could be Sparky too.
Oh, maybe.
Do gnomes do a little bit of magic? You said you have some, don't you?
Oh yeah, gnomes are magical people.
Do you want to try and learn this spell that I use to speak to them? I'll be happy to try to teach you.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what I'd say to a fire beetle.
Well, you make friends. You know, if you want.
Being that it's a first level spell, it's not beyond her capability. So yeah, you can spend your part of your long rest helping her do that if you want.
Absolutely, I want to do that. That sounds great.
Okay. Well, having doubled back to help Rhonda Burglesnervin and successfully wrangled some fire beetles, the night sets in and you are able to take a long rest. However, you know it's goblin country as well. So I think we will start with watches and things like that at the beginning of the next session because we're about, it's getting late now, isn't it? So yeah, well done. You got through a pretty crunchy combat. Had a dream sequence with Manchun. Looked into the books past. Made some new friends. Pretty good.
Yeah. Very fun. A lot of fun.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. I think we're back next week as normal, are we?
Believe so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll catch you next Wednesday, folks.
Wednesday.
Bye-bye.